gotten her response, but she said she was earlier this morning. So
okay, nice. All right, so we're gonna do a quick 30-minute workout. I wanted to do something. Oh, is someone here?
yeah.
Hey, what's up, everyone? I can't see anyone who's on, but hi. So yeah. Oh, hey, what's up, Lucia? Hi, thanks for joining us. So we're gonna do just like a light impact 30-minute workout. There might be a couple of things that are a little high impact to get our heart rate going. You can modify anything, of course. And then I did want to say, by signing on to this Zoom, my little disclaimer, that's like automatically signing the waiver that, you know, just be careful. You're responsible if you get injured. Modify things if you need to. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So we're just gonna start with some general stretching to warm up. So if you wanna stand up with your feet shoulder width apart, or a little bit wider than that, and just bring your arms up to do a couple of deep breaths. And we're gonna get the body warmed up. And if you have some like go-to stretches, you can do that. What mine are is I usually spread my legs and reach your opposite arm across to your other foot to stretch your hamstrings. You can bend one of your knees to get the inner thighs stretched out. And just make sure you're breathing. If you can't hear me or have questions, just stop me and I'll talk louder. All right, and then let's do a couple downward dogs to stretch our calves out. So make sure your booty is pointing in the air with your spine, with your neck straight. And you can do a couple like a cobra if you know how to do that. With your head facing the sky. Back into downward dog. And just breathe here. Try to get your heels to touch the ground, or you can pedal your feet back and forth one at a time to get a little bit deeper stretch. And then back into cobra. We're gonna keep warming up for a few more minutes before we get into the workout. So you can can you guys see me okay? Okay, cool. Take it into child's pose, sorry. Go ahead and go into child's pose real quick to stretch out your hips. And try to put your forehead to the ground, but don't rest it on the ground, just kind of, you know, make contact with the ground. Get a nice stretch in your shoulders. Okay, so then we're gonna do a little bit of stretching on the ground so we can do butterfly. So just put your feet together, sit up straight, and then push your elbows into your legs a little bit to deepen the stretch. Okay, bring one leg out, keeping the other one where it was, and then just bring your arms over to that leg. And you should feel this stretch like in your lower back, your hip. I feel it pretty much everywhere. Back of your hamstring. If you can't reach your foot, you could just grab your ankle. And then switch to the other leg. I have to warm up a lot down here because my basement is freezing. So otherwise I won't want to work out, but if you need to bend your knee to make contact to your forehead, if you want to do that, that's fine. And then just take a second. We'll take about 60 seconds to do any stretches that wherever you feel like you need it. If you're tight in a certain area. You can do whatever you want. Stretch your arms out. I'm going to lay on my back and bring one knee in at a time to get a good stretch of my glutes, since we're going to be activating those today. And breathe into your stretch. Switch to the other leg. If you want to stand up to do a quad stretch, kind of start to wake up as we get ready to do the workout. Hold on to a chair if you need to. Switch to the other leg. When we get started here in a few, we're going to start with a plank. You have an option to, if you need to take a break, you can hit your knees while still holding the plank. We're going to try to hold it for 60 seconds. So if you feel stretched and warm, go ahead and get back onto the ground. I don't know if everyone has a yoga mat. Maybe do a child's pose real quick to get ready for the plank. I'm really warm, so I'm getting rid of a layer. Okay, I'll let you know when we're starting. You can do a high plank if you want. I'm gonna do it with my forearms on the ground. So get in your position and try to see how long you can go, and the goal is a minute. So let's go in 3, 2, 1. And I'll time you. I have a stopwatch here, so I'll let you know how long we've been holding for. If you start to shake, that's normal. Just put your weight back into your heels or into your shoulders. You can shift back and forth, whatever you need to do to make it through this. All right, we're at 15 seconds. Make sure to squeeze your glutes. That's going to keep you stable and up. And just keep shifting your weight back and forth. We've got about 30 more seconds to go. All right, 20 more seconds. If you need to take a quick break, you can just get right back into it. All right, 10 seconds. Keep breathing. 2, 1. Take it back in a child's pose real quick. Now that our core is active, we're gonna do some ab work. And that should give your breathing a little bit of a break. So get onto your mat if you have one. And we are going to climb our legs. So I'll show you what this looks like. You want to be flat, have your back flat on the ground. Can you see me? Yeah, okay. And then make sure you like engage your belly button to be touching the ground. That's really important. And whatever level I try to do like a 45-degree angle or something. So we're just gonna do this for about 30 seconds. We're starting in 5. I'll show you what it looks like. We're just gonna climb our legs like this. Does that make sense? You can grab your legs however many times you want. So if it's just grabbing your calf like once and then touching your toe, that's fine. If you need to do more than one grab, that's fine too. So if everyone is ready, we'll start in 3, 2, 1 for 30 seconds and alternating each side. And try to keep your legs on the same plane, you know, try not to move around too much, with the exception of crunching up to touch your toe. And you can bend your knees if it starts to get a little too much, or if you feel any straining in any area. You should feel it in your core, in your lower. I feel it in all my abs. Okay. We've got about 20 more seconds to go. Keep breathing, pace yourself. we're gonna do some leg and booty work after this. So we'll give your core some break or a break. We've got 5 more seconds. All right, 2 more. And go ahead and bring your knees into your chest. Take a couple of breaths. And the fun part. Okay, so let's go ahead and activate our glutes real quick. No equipment required. If you happen to have a weight laying by and you want to put it onto your lap, you can. Otherwise, we're just gonna do some glute bridges. The closer you place your heels to your glutes, the harder it's gonna be. Farther away, the easier. So make sure your back is completely flat on the ground, your core is sucked in, and let's go ahead and warm up our glutes. We can do this at our own pace. As we do this, just hold the squeeze for a little bit longer at the top. That's gonna activate our glutes. So the work that we're gonna do for the rest of the 20 minutes to go, or the 20 minutes we have together, it's gonna make sure that it's more effective since they're activated. So you wanna raise your hips as high as you can at the top, and then bring it down. Hands are at the side, and you're breathing. And let's go ahead and hold at the top for 5 seconds. So 5, really squeeze your booty. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we're all activated. Let's get into some of the glute workout. Okay, so if you want to lay on one side of your mat with your legs stacked on top of each other, have your hand holding your head. And we are going to do big circles to start. And I'll cue you. So we're gonna start in the forward direction. If you can see my leg, I'm just doing, the whole idea is to keep your core stable and not rock too much back and forth. So adjust if you need to get a better foundation. We're gonna be here for a few more seconds. Go at your own pace. We're gonna switch after this to the opposite direction. Definitely pace yourself because this is gonna burn out a lot of muscles. Okay, go ahead and reverse to the opposite direction, keeping those circles nice and big. Slow it down a little bit and really focus on the size of your circle. Keeping that bottom leg really stable on the same spot and engaged. You should start to feel the leg that's moving, the glute should start to feel kind of sore. Okay, go ahead and rest and put the leg down. And we're gonna do little circles. So point your toe, the leg that's moving should be pointed. And this might feel even harder since this leg has been working. We're gonna be here for a few more seconds and then we're gonna switch the direction, but they're just little circles. And go ahead and switch directions. Keep breathing. And we're gonna do some pulsing. And go ahead and rest the top leg. And we're going to pulse forward and back for about 15 seconds. So it's a flexed foot, 2 pulses in the front, and then a pointed toe, 2 pulses in the back. So front twice, back twice. And then we're gonna finish this side off before we switch to the other side with some with some tapping. And pulse back twice, pulse forward twice. It's okay if you're not in sync. It's just about how many you can do with the time that we have. Keep pushing through. I know it's burning. Okay, go ahead and give your leg a little stretch if you need to move around to wake it up. And we're gonna finish this side off with doing some high taps. So you're going as high as you can, and you're just tapping in front of that bottom foot and then behind it. So you should really feel this on your glute. We're gonna be here for about 10 more seconds. Don't be afraid to slow down. If it helps you last longer, be more effective in the move. All right, 3, 2, go as high as you can, and 1. All right, other side. We're gonna do that same thing on with the left leg. And we're about halfway done. Okay, so we started with, make sure your head's supported. Your leg should be at like a 45. So we started with big circles, right? So let's go forward with the circles. And your bottom leg probably, this side might seem harder because we just worked the other leg so much. Just keep breathing though. After this, we're gonna give our legs a little bit of a break and keep those circles high and go ahead and reverse. If you need to like hug your leg into your chest to get back into it, that's totally fine. You don't want to cramp up or anything. I know sometimes that can happen with these. Okay, go ahead and rest the leg for a quick sec. And we're gonna go move it around. We're gonna move into the small circles. So start with the foot pointed, the top foot pointed, and just do those little baby circles with the left leg. Yeah, I'm really feeling this. Okay, and go ahead and switch directions. Same small little circles. Be here for a few more seconds. And then we're gonna go into pulsing back and forth with the flex and pointed toe. 2, 1, okay. Go ahead and rest, shake it out if you need to. Okay. Now we're gonna go forward twice and then flex back twice. So, or sorry, flex and then pointed toes pulsing back twice. And we're almost done. One more move after this. Stay strong. If it hurts, focus on a different part of your body. Think about engaging your core. This is really good for toning your legs. Okay, give it a little rest, especially if you're drinking your ketones and eating healthy and eating clean. That move's gonna really help with defining your legs. Okay, so we're gonna do the tapping forward. So remember, get as high as you can, almost like a ballerina, and then tap front and back twice. And twice, and up, and back. Keep breathing. If your leg starts to give out, breathe into it, keep that height. A few more seconds. All right, go ahead and rest. Hug your knees into your chest if you need to. Whatever stretch feels good. We've only got about 10 more minutes to go. You can do one of these stretches if you need to. I feel like my legs can't even move after that. If you need to do a quick child's pose. We're going to start with some Russian twists. This can be kind of I always feel like I feel it in my quads. So really make sure you feel stretched out and ready to do this. You'll probably fatigue quickly. So we're going to do this for 1 minute, and this is all abs, but like I said, you might feel it in your whole body. And we're gonna just do as many as you can for 60 seconds. If you have a weight, you can use that. I'm not going to use a weight, but you've probably done this before, so you're just gonna keep your feet, I'll show it to you first. You're gonna keep your feet off the ground and then just go as slow or as fast as you want. And we're gonna do that for 60 seconds. Okay, starting in 5, 2, and 1. So we're gonna knock out 60 seconds here. I feel like it's easier if you go faster. 6. The goal is 40, but if you can get more than that, 12, 17, 18, 19, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 5, 6, hang in there. 40. Keep going. 50. 10 more. 60. You can keep going. 70. All right. Good job. Okay, we are going to do some, I don't think this has a name, so you can just watch. We're gonna do, this is gonna be a little bit of work on the booty, but mostly like the shoulders and the core. So I'll show you what it looks like first. It's just a downward dog into a toe touch. So when you're ready, you'll get into downward dog. And well, you'll start in a plank, and then you'll tap back the opposite foot when you're in downward dog. And so what's really important in this, and join me whenever you're ready, I'll be timing you. What is important in this is that you keep the same form, right? So make sure your hand goes back to exactly where it was. And we're gonna be here for about 15, 20 more seconds. Again, don't forget to breathe. I like to inhale on the downward dog and then exhale on the plank. If you want to hold the plank a little bit longer, to slow it down, you can. Or if this is too much, you can always just hold plank. Make sure that booty is pointing high into the air when you go into downward dog. It should feel like a stretch on your shoulders. All right, about 10 more seconds. Inhale on the downward dog. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to do some swimmers. This is going to work your abs in a different way, but also your lower back, which is really important when you work your abs. A lot of people don't know that or forget to do that. So lay on your stomach. And I don't really know if my carpet's clean, so I'm gonna use this for my head. And when you're ready, we're gonna be here for about 30 seconds. We're gonna lift up and we're just going to, you could do a lot of things. I like to keep my arms up in front and you're really just gonna swim. And you're gonna keep your core engaged. So we'll start in 5, 3, 2, 1. So go ahead and start, flutter those legs and your arms. You can straighten your arms, keep them back here. This should be a little bit more relaxing, give you a chance to catch your breath. But focus on squeezing your glutes to make it harder. And that's what that's gonna do, is really engage your lower back, which is gonna help in a strong core. Try to keep your knees off the ground. Your knees shouldn't be touching throughout this move. And we're gonna start a 5-minute burnout with some rest in between here in a few minutes, few seconds. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it in a child's pose. We're going to do some high knees. And just end with getting our heart rate up. You've got 4 minutes left total. You guys are doing so good. Okay. So catch your breath a little bit. Take a sip of water if you need it. We're gonna do high knees for 30 seconds. So make sure that your area is safe and you're not gonna trip on anything. And we're gonna start in 5. So deep breaths, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we're gonna go for 30 seconds. You can touch your knees if you want. If you want to march it out, you can if this is too much impact. Make sure you keep your chest up so you can keep breathing. You might go for a little longer. Keep them high. Stay light on your feet. Almost there. 10 seconds. All out. Faster. And done. Good job. All right. Let your heart rate come down naturally. We're gonna end with some squats. I feel like I always have to hike my leggings up nowadays. Okay. So let's start slow. So whenever you're ready, just get into it. You can take them a little bit wider, depending on your body. But squat down. Focus on good form, keeping your butt back, your chest up, and make sure your neck is straight. So you might look a little bit down, but in front of you at the ground. That's gonna keep your neck straight. And just make sure you squeeze when you're at the top. So yeah, these should be slow and intentional. And I always I try to stress having good posture at the top. So roll your shoulders back when you get to the standing position, because that's gonna realign your posture. And Dig into your heels. So your weight's not in your toes. That way you're hitting your glutes. Good job, keep going. Keep doing the slow intentional squats. Okay, for the last 30 seconds, we're gonna do a frogger. So we're just adding a little jump. If this is too much, just stay with what we've been doing with the intentional squats, but add a little bit of a hop if you can, keeping your chest up. Like I said, it's just little, we're not exploding or anything. We've got 10 seconds, so challenge yourself if you can. Last minute, last few seconds to get a really good workout. Keep your butt in. All right, 5 more, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, ladies. I hope that got your heart rate up and you feel good and powerful. And if you haven't had your ketones, then it's a good time to do that, or get your caffeine-free ones. Sweet. Thanks, Lucia. Thanks, Hillary. Do you guys have any questions? Even though I can't breathe.
I just want to say thank you, ladies. I mean, this is amazing. I've been wanting to work out for the longest time. I never made the time, but the fact that you're here and then you invited me, I feel like really happy, and thank you for this workout.
Of course. Yeah, I hope to see you on the next one. I'm so glad you came.
Yes, I'm working from home right now. I have my daughter, so I'm gonna try to make every workout session. I know there's meetings that I might have to jump in for work, so I might miss it, but I'll try to be at every single
Perfect.
workout.
Yeah, if we do more, we'll let you know too. Thanks again.
Thank you. Bye,
Bye.
Hillary.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, thanks.
Yeah, of course.